Everyone, you're welcome to Kish Creations online tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to create this burgundy open toe flat slide. Sit back and I'm going to be using this measuring cup. You can use the measuring cup that normally comes with our children's medicine. You can use that measuring cup, but me, I'll be using this. Is 3 centimeter wide. If you measure it, you find out that it's 3 centimeter wide, as in the circumference is 3 centimeter. So I'm going to be drawing it out. I'm going to be drawing it out this way. I'm going to be extending it 2 centimeter all around. 2 centimeter all around. That's what I'm going to use to extend it. 2 centimeter. So I just hope you can see what I'm extending. So this is how I'm going to extend it until I go all around it. See, to the point I've extended it, I'm going to extend it all the way around. So try to extend yours while we move on the same page. So I've gone round mine. We'll just try and trace it out this time around. Just use your pen to follow all the traces you've done. Just keep following it the same way I'm following mine. Yes, I'm done going around it. Now we are going to cut this out. And then when we are done cutting, I'm going to pull out this for now because I'm done with this part. So I'm going to try to cut this circle out. So we're going to go like this. So you're seeing on the screen. Don't worry, we are still working on the pattern. With time you get to understand how this pattern looks like. So now we are going to trim out the circle in between. This time you're going to be very careful in trimming it out. See the way I did it? I cut it this way first, then I now try trimming this out. So please be really very careful with your drawing. Okay, when cutting you need to be really very careful so you don't cut into your pattern. Okay, I'm trying to just okay, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, I want to advise that you subscribe and press the notification bell so you'll be notified each time we upload other videos that are really necessary for you to watch. And also share and like this page because sharing is caring. So we're going to try to draw this pattern out. So before drawing it, let's try to fold it into two. Just try to fold yours into two. Okay, I hope you understand. I've tried folding it, so I'm just going to use my pen in between. Okay, and this part also. Okay, see what I did? Now I'm going to put it straight. I'll just try to straighten it. Okay, see the way it looks like. I'm going to place it this way. Don't forget I cut it out of here. But I want to use this part. I don't really want to waste the papers, so I'll try to use this side. I'm drawing out my circle this time around. I'm starting from the inside. Okay, I've drawn the inner part, so I'll just try to go around the outer part. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to do. Just try and draw your circle. Then try to place a point here so you will know where this point is. Do you understand? This is how it looks like. Now for this one, we're just going to keep it for now. Don't worry, this particular pattern will still be very useful, but for now let's try to draw a straight line down using this one, the points where we marked. So we'll just draw it down straight. Now we're going to draw the other side straight down. Okay, now we are going to increase this from this point to this point. We are going to increase it to 1 centimeter, and from this point to this point 1 centimeter. The same thing applies to this point. The reason we are doing it is we need a strap of 2 centimeter at this point, so 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter will give you 2 centimeter for this particular pattern. So I'm going to try drawing it. This is okay. Let's put it here. Let's start with this place. This is our 1 centimeter, and when we get down to this point, this is also our 1 centimeter. So I'm just going to try and draw a straight line. Okay, this is actually our 1 centimeter, so I'm going to draw a straight line down. Okay, I hope you can see this. Now for the other part, we are also going to try to measure 1 centimeter from this point. Here's our 1 centimeter. Then when we go down, we're also drawing 1 centimeter, don't forget. Okay, and this is how it goes. Yeah. I'm going to try to measure 1 centimeter on this side, and on this side also I'm going to measure 1 centimeter. Then I'll come up here and measure 1 centimeter. For this point also I'll try to measure 1 centimeter. So this side goes. I'll draw it down. Okay, this is how it goes. And for this point, I'm drawing it down too. Okay, yes, our first pattern is almost done. Now we're going to trim this out. We're trimming out this way, don't forget, not really on the line. We're going to trim it outside the line, but really very close. Okay, I've trimmed mine out. See what I got. Now I'm going to try to trim this circle out. Don't forget I told you we'll fold it first and then try to cut it out a bit before we'll be able to trim the inner part out. Now I'm going to try to trim the inner part out this way. Careful so you don't cut out the line. Let's just be very careful when cutting out this pattern. I hope you understand what I'm trying to trim out. Although over time you get to understand how I manage to work this out. Okay, I'm done cutting my pattern. You can see how it looks like. This circle we use in drawing the pattern. This is our pattern after we are done with everything. Now we're going to place this pattern on our last. This is how it's going to be on our last. Yes, this is how it's going to be on. And went in this direction, then the one that is at this point that went in this direction. So let's continue in drawing our pattern. To be using a total new paper for it for the other side of the pattern because it's a bit longer and it has two different shapes on it. This particular space will not be enough for it, so we are using a new paper for that. Okay, we still have this circle. Don't forget, this is the circle we are using for most of our patterns. Now we are going to fold it into two and then divide it. Okay, so we're dividing it this way. So you can choose whichever one you want to use in between the two. So let me try to use this. Now we are going to try to draw our pattern. Let's start from this point. Make sure you place it straight. Please don't place it bent this way. Make sure you try to make sure it is straight like this before drawing out your pattern. So I'm going to try to draw this out from here. Okay, I'll just try to stop here and then I'm going to continue. Hope you're seeing what I'm drawing. Sorry, so I've drawn this side. I'm going to try to draw the inner part. Please be careful when drawing this pattern. The reason I'm saying we should be really very careful when drawing this pattern is, we used a paper for this pattern. We actually used the paper for this pattern. So if you don't handle it with care, it will tear or it will fold a bit and then you will not really get the exact shape you're supposed to get. So we are still going to fold this into two. We're folding it into two and then we are still going to tick this inner part. I've folded it into two. I'm trying to tick the inner part. Then we're going to place it back on the pattern we have drawn and then try to create the mark outside. Can you see what we've got? Now we are using our ruler to extend this down. You just try to extend it down. Okay, just ensure that the line is straight. Now you're going to extend the next one down. So this is what we're doing to all of them. See, I've tried to extend this down. Now I'm going to extend this also down. Okay, I've extended this down also. Now we're going to extend this down. Yes, see what we finally got. Now we're going to extend this up. Remember, we were drawing a straight line when it comes to this. From this length to the next pattern that will be going towards this direction, we're going to be using 4.7 centimeter. Don't forget 4.7. This is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're using this point of our ruler for it. So we're using 4.7. This is our 4.7. Our 4.7 ends here. 4.7 ends here. So let's draw a straight line to meet our 4.7. Okay, here's our 4.7. Now we are going to measure 1.5 centimeter to this direction, 1.5 centimeter to this direction. We want a width of 3 centimeter at this point. So 1.5 centimeter to this direction and also 1.5 centimeter to this direction. So let's go over to it. Now this is our 1.5 centimeter here. Then we come up towards this direction. Also our 1.5 centimeter here. I hope you're seeing what I'm taking. Now we're going to draw a straight line with it. A straight line up. Okay, you can see how it looks like. Now we are trying to create the next pattern. Don't forget we are using 1.5 centimeter down to this point. We're also using 1.5 centimeter here, and when you go down we are also using 1.5 centimeter at this point. Now we're going to draw this straight line. We want them to meet at the same point. Okay. Okay, so this is how it goes. Now let's try to seal it. Let's try to seal the up. Okay, this is how it looks like. The pattern we are drawing, don't worry, we are almost done with our pattern. Now we're still using this same pattern for the continuation of this drawing. Now we are going to look for the middle part. You know, we try to take the middle of this here, and that is this line at the middle. So we're going to just try to place this at the middle again. We're going to try to just place it at the middle, and then we're going to draw it down. I just hope you understand what we are trying to do. Just follow it, don't worry, you will get the logics. Okay, so the inner part, you try to like sketch it out for this inner part. Just like I told you, I said you should be very careful when drawing this particular pattern. So this is what I was talking about. Now we'll just try to extend this down so that it can be touching the circle. This will help in the aspect of your cutting, like when you are ready to cut this pattern. That's when you understand why we're extending it down. Okay, so this point, don't forget what we are supposed to do here. We're supposed to like try to extend this down. Okay, I've extended this down. I'll extend the next part down. This is how our pattern looks like. So I'll try to extend this part also down. Yes, now extend this down. We are done with our pattern. We're just going to trim this out and then add the pattern to this, and then you see how beautiful it looks on our last. So let's try to trim our pattern. So we are trimming it all around till we are done trimming it, then we'll remove it and add it to the other pattern. Wow. And I'm done with my pattern. This is how it goes. For this particular pattern, we are going to try to fold this point. Like just try to fold it, put it in between the circle. Just be careful so it doesn't tear. Now we're going to try to fix it in between the circle. This is how it looks like. Now let's try it on our last and see how it looks like. Okay, 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 okay. Yes. Finally, this is how our pattern looks like. We have come to the end of creating our pattern. Don't forget that in few days time, how to transform your pattern into your footwear will be coming out. Please endeavor to watch that part. It's very necessary. That will help you to know how to bottom your footwear and how to last your sandal. Thank you very much for staying back. Bye. See you next time.